good day to you, Miss Rusniyati, and everyone's watching. Today, we are going to present about norms and taboos of KadazanDusun. Here are the group members. For the introduction, I would like to define the word norms and taboos. Norms are a rule or standard behavior shared by members of a social group, and taboos an implicit prohibition on something based on cultural sense that is excessively repulsive or perhaps too scary for ordinary.
The first part about this video, we are going to talk about the norms of KadazanDusun.
Hi, my name is Amir Rosli, and I'll be presenting on the norms of KadazanDusun. The first one is Kadazan women. Many Kadazan women in the Tuaran district still wear traditional dress. This can be seen any day at the Tuaran market. Around their waist, Kadazan women wear calls of fine rattan in colors that hold special meaning. Red shows that the wearer is not yet a mother. Black denotes a woman who has a child or is mild-aged. White shows that the wearer has grandchildren who are already grown up. The next is on beliefs and customs. The Kadazans believe in the rice spirit. All their ceremonies connected with rice cultivation, from the clearing of the land till the harvesting of the rice, are governed by this belief. A large stone can often be seen in the middle of a Kadazan rice field. These stones are known as oath stones or batu persumpaan. Some of them are hundreds of years old. Lastly is headhunting practice. The practice of headhunting is one of the ancient and gruesome traditions practiced by the KadazanDusun primitive community during the times of the civil wars. The KadazanDusun people refer to the beheaders as pengait or Tonggirip. The heads of the beheaded enemies were collected not only as triumph trophies but also for spiritual and traditional medicinal practices. So there are 5 objectives for the headhunting practices. Number 1 is in a great war. Number 2 for small-scale civil war or family feud. Number 3 is empowering manhood. Number 4 is self-promotion as the village head. And lastly is promoting the bravery of a hero. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to talk about marriage customs. Customs of marriage among Kadazans differ slightly from district to district but are basically the same. The most important thing about Kadazan marriage tradition is the position of both sides of parents, as they are the ones who make the decision and all the preparations for the children to enter marriage together. Usually, the children abide by their parents' decision. The engagement business is done when the boy is only 12 and the girl is 11, and that is what the Kadazan call miatot. The next one is birth and naming ceremonies. When a woman gives birth to a child in a house, a leaf known as wangkong is immediately tied over the door to notify other people that there is someone who has given birth. The unborn child's name is selected by its ancestors. If the infant was raised in mother-in-law's home, they will have the duty. If in the house of the mother's own parents, they will choose what they consider to be an appropriate name. The names chosen are derived by the ancestors and are based on the world surrounding them, such as plants and animals. The last customs I'm going to talk about is the belief about illness. According to Kadazan's belief, sickness is caused by supernatural forces such as ghosts and demons dwelling in the virgin forest, fig trees, and big rock. The Kadazans also claim that certain individuals, known as Trident, have the ability to induce illness in someone they do not like. If someone in the house becomes ill, his family would call for a medicine man, who in Saba's case is not a man at all, but a woman. This woman not only casts spells and describes the requisite taboos to be practiced, but also supplies the correct medications for the illness the patient is suffering from. The next part is about taboos of KadazanDusun.
My name is Yee Boon Hong. I'm going to talk about the taboo of marriage of KadazanDusun. In the traditional marriage of KadazanDusun, the engagement is not allowed to be cancelled. Otherwise, the person who wants to cancel it will need to pay all or at least half of the amount that have been discussed. If the wedding goes as planned during the ceremony, The host family, either man or woman, have to sing the Selakohan sending, which is also welcoming the new bride, before the bride and groom are allowed to step into the house. Besides that, anything that related to the engagement must be settled during morning time, but not during evening or night time. Lastly, the engagement date is fixed by the agreement of both parties. The days are not in an odd number and it have to be in a good month.
Hi, my name is Zachary Jing Jie. Today I'm going to talk about the pregnancy of KadazanDusun. In KadazanDusun, pregnancy is called Tianan, and there are plentiful of taboos during the period of the pregnancy. They need to be obeyed by the wife and husband. It's important that father and mother are not allowed to have contact with dead animals or sharp objects because it may cause harm to the baby. They are not allowed to wander outside because children born will be ill with skin diseases or walk away from home. They must not ridicule any animals or handicapped person because the baby may be born to such threats. They must not step over the rope to which a buffalo is tied, as the birth of the baby will delay to 10 or 11 months. Thank you. That's all from my slides.
Hi, I'm Jing Jie. I'll be talking about the KadazanDusun taboo of birth. The taboo after giving birth to a child, the mother cannot eat buffalo meat or she will age quickly. Besides that, the mother should not wash her hair for a month. If she did wash her hair before a month, it will cause her mentally impaired when she is older. Cutting nails is also a taboo. If she do that, the wind will come into her body and make her sick.
My name is Brian. I'm going to talk about the KadazanDusun death taboo. So on the day of the funeral, no one must do any kind of work. And then, while the body is still in the house, all occupants must stay awake. Whoever falls asleep will be doused with water. The purpose of keeping awake is to watch out for the devil. This is because they believe that a large bird will try to fly away with the body. Besides, prevent a cat from jumping over the outstretched corpse. If this ever happens, they believe the dead man will be transformed into a dangerous and terrifying giant.
So, those are the norms and taboos of KadazanDusun. We should respect everyone's culture, including the indigenous people. We hope you enjoy our presentation. Koto Hwadan.